Coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Coverage is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Alpha Insurance Agent Jamie Dukas, the venue at 5 Points Farms, and by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery in Wadowrie. Brought to you in part by Heron's Tree Service, Southern Auction Solutions, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Weight Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, here's Dr. Don.
All right, good evening once again, East Alabama to West Georgia. Dr. Don with you on your Saturday afternoon, 2:11 p.m. Central, 3:11 p.m. Eastern, and we have a special weather statement just issued by the National Weather Service for East Randolph County. This is going to stretch pretty much from the Cleburne County line all the way down to the Chambers County line, and it'll be primarily east of Woodland and from just west of Roanoke east as well. So strong thunderstorms setting just north and east of downtown Woodland. That's moving to the east toward Ephesus. And then that strong line of thunderstorms, which is just east of Woodland or Wedowee, moving to the east as well. That does stretch all the way down to Roanoke and back off to the west, back out toward Dickert. But that's moving off to the east as well. So I'll read the verbiage of this special weather statement to you. This was issued at 2:08 p.m. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of eastern Randolph through 2:45 p.m. this afternoon. At 2:08 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Woodland to near Crystal Lake. Movement was to the east at 20 miles per hour. The primary hazard with this line of thunderstorms will be winds in excess of 40 miles per hour. So again, that's a special weather statement from the National Weather Service for eastern Randolph County. We also have a special weather statement for extreme eastern Heard County that will stretch over into Coweta County. That will include places such as Grantville and maybe even Newnan. I know they're not in the polygon at the moment. That could change. Moreland, you are. So up there on I-85 from the Newnan exit down to about the Hogansville exit, it's going to be a pretty rough ride here in just a few moments as soon as that storm gets in that area. And the stuff that's coming out of East Randolph is going to move across Heard County and right on into Coweta as well, and will probably cross I-85 in the area of Grantville or Hogansville. That should stay north of LaGrange. So I don't think this is going to be a big storm for LaGrange unless it builds to the south as it moves east. It certainly could. We're watching another small cell develop fairly rapidly, though, over in Tallapoosa. That'll be just south of New Site. That will also move to the east toward Chambers County. And then back over in Chilton County, we're watching a cell, very small at the moment, but it's continuing to build. It will move off to the east. Alexander City, you'll need to watch for that one. Clay County, you look pretty good right now. Not a whole lot happening. Nothing happening in Talladega. My goodness, you guys just got clobbered yesterday. Childersburg and Sylacauga both did. But there's nothing over there at the moment. Up in Cleburne County, we have one small cell that is just to the east of Highway 431 there at the interchange of 431 and Highway 20. This would be just south of Heflin. It's rather small, but it's developing also. Big storm up there just south of Piedmont to the northeast of Jacksonville, developing and moving to the east, and then back in Georgia up around Bremen. Right across I-20 from Carrollton all the way up to Bremen, then on up to Rockmart. Some pretty strong scattered thunderstorms there as well. Special weather statement there for the Bremen area. As this storm develops, it'll move toward Villa Rica. If you're going to be traveling up to I-20 to go east toward Atlanta, you're going to have to deal with those storms. As we zoom back out, we're just looking to see what's kind of get an idea of what's going to take place this afternoon. We have to look upstream to kind of see what's going on. And we have another complex of thunderstorms north of Birmingham, up around Coleman, that's beginning to develop pretty rapidly there. But you really got to get up here in northeast or northwest Georgia and on up into Tennessee, and you can't really see it because I'm looking at this from the Birmingham or the Montgomery radar. So you better believe if a thunderstorm up here near Knoxville, Tennessee is showing up on the Montgomery, Alabama radar, it is a big one. I mean, it's up there at 30, 40, 50,000 feet for the radar to be able to see it that far away. So some mighty big thunderstorms out there this afternoon. A lot of heat. We've got that heat advisory in effect for heat index values up around 106 this afternoon. So be very careful if you're going to be out there on the roadways or outside at all today. Make sure that you, one, protect yourself from the heat, and two, if you start to hear thunder, remember you're already too close to be, or already close enough to be struck by lightning. So we'll put the radar in motion. Let me run over here and see if anybody has any questions that I can answer right quick. We're just going to kind of keep doing this afternoon. We'll come back and give you updates as conditions change. And then if we get into a warning situation, we will certainly stay with you wall to wall. Kelly Wilson says storming bad here in Heard County. I guess that's where she's at because she may be in eastern Randolph because we got some pretty good storms there in eastern Randolph and across Heard County as well. That's Kelly Wilson. She's in Roanoke. So, yeah, I know where you're at. That's what happens when you just glance at something and don't pay attention to it. I know better. Let's see if we've got anything else here. I don't see any questions. So, again, we'll give you a quick rundown of this update. We have a special weather statement now for eastern Randolph County, and that stretches basically from Woodland down to about Roanoke. And that is moving on off into Heard County. Lots of heavy rain across Heard County as well. And then a big storm coming out of Heard into Coweta that's probably going to make it right over Moreland over in Coweta County. We've got the Big Vern Fest coming up. Gates open at 5. Show starts at 7 this evening up in Woodland. Right this moment, all this stuff will be moving out of Randolph County in the next hour or so. But we're just going to have to watch back here to the west and northwest to see if anything else develops before the show starts this evening. Stay with us. We'll be back and continue with live coverage as conditions warrant here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Coverage is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery in Wedowee, Alpha Insurance Agent Jamie Dukas, and The Venue at 5 Points Farms. Brought to you in part by Heron's Tree Service, Southern Auction Solutions, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Weight Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. We will continue to monitor weather conditions and return with the latest information as conditions warrant.